Hi guys, Lawrence from Training Nottingham here, and in this short video I would just like to share a small tip about goal setting with you. Now I know that with it being January, a lot of people out there are setting goals for the year to come. Now that's brilliant, I really encourage that. What I would say, be careful not to use fear as a motivator towards achieving your goals. What do I mean by that? Well, I think I'll just make a very personal example, and I'll tell you a short story to make you understand what I mean. Until about 10 years ago, I used to be a smoker. I used to regularly smoke 20 cigarettes a day. I wanted to quit for a long time, and I was using a very big fear of mine to motivate myself to do it. You see, when I was 15, my father died of lung cancer, and he had been a smoker, and most likely his illness was connected to that. Let's not even go into why I began smoking, knowing that that's just probably teenage silliness that began all of it. Anyhow, I understood that I was doing something that would harm my health in the long term, and I had seen the effects of what could happen. And basing my will to change on this fear, though, made absolutely no difference. I just found myself resisting the urge to light up for anything between a day to a week. But invariably, every time I set out to do it, I would not manage to stop. I would just be back on the wagon with some excuse as to why it was okay for me to smoke. Believe me, it was getting very frustrating. One day, it happened that I quit, cold turkey, from one day to another. The reason? Very simple. I, as you do, had met a girl, and we began a relationship together, and I knew that she didn't like me smoking, and she was upset about it. There was nothing forceful, in terms of she didn't give me an out, stop smoking, but I knew that it was something she did not like. And so I just decided there and then that I would not do it anymore, I wouldn't smoke anymore. What was the difference? Why had that worked compared to trying to scare myself into doing it, and that had consistently sort of failed? Well, I just believe that I switched my focus from fear to a pleasant outcome. Yes, my relationship would be better because I had stopped smoking. Very simple. I had attached a positive outcome and a positive feeling to what I wanted to achieve. And it worked really well. And I am absolutely convinced that for any kind of goal, but especially in fitness, I believe, it is much better to focus on the positive outcome of the thing that you want to achieve, or the goal that you've set. So how will it feel to have achieved it? What will life be like when you've achieved it? All these things, get excited about it, get happy about it. That is going to have a lot more power to pull you towards that goal compared to scaring yourself into that action. Fear will only make us do two things, actually three things, to be completely honest. Number one, it might just paralyze you and you'll never take action on that fear, and it happens. The other two things are either you will fight it or you will run away from it. Now, both things are mentally exhausting, and we tend to just run out of steam at one point. When willpower runs out, we run out of steam and we stop. Now, I have seen it umpteen times in my time as a fitness professional. People start, and they just run out of steam about 3 weeks, 4 weeks in, if they've got the willpower, maybe a few months in. And generally speaking, when I look into it, it is because, again, they're running away from something, but they're not looking at the outcomes of what they want to achieve. So, what does this mean to you? I just believe, if you have set some goals already for this year, just really start thinking about how will it feel when you have achieved it. What will it mean to you? Focus on the positive feelings that you get from this. I promise you, it's going to be a much easier journey. I hope this helps. Speak soon.